What's going on, guys? This is Legion of Legionnaire, and today we'll be flying through RailJack houses and weapons. Let's get to it. And we're going to try and fly through this as quick as possible, so I'm going to throw the stats up on the screen. There you go. As you can see, Sigma House is the stock variant for the RailJack. The Vine variant hits a little bit harder, and it has an improved status chance. Vidar hits the same, and it has a higher crit chance. The Zeki hits way harder and has a possibility of having crit chance increase, status chance increase, or both. Now that you know a little bit about the houses, for the sake of simplicity, all weapons shown in this video will be Zeki. Starting off with the Apoc. Look how pretty it is on the side of my ship. Let's look at the stats. The Apoc is a puncture-based projectile weapon that procs decompress, cutting into shields and armor for 20 seconds. How does it shoot? I thought you'd never ask. I love the way this handles. If they hit a bit harder, it'd be my favorite weapon. Look at that. Look at that distance. Bang, bang. Next up is a Pulsar. I do not hate the way this looks on my ship either. The Pulsar is an electricity weapon that procs Scramble, which apparently gets enemy ships super tipsy. And I kept trying to proc Scramble on these ships for the demo, but they kept going boom in like 2 shots. See? Voltron's next up, and I like the way this one looks too. Honestly, I like the way they all look. I don't know why I keep saying that. The Voltron is a heat-based weapon that procs Sear. Personally, I like to use a cast iron skillet to sear both sides of my enemy ships. Add a little bit of salt. That one's done. And that one too. The Lathe is the first bulky armament we check out, and these look sick. It's a puncture and slash weapon that attacks enemy ships, shields, armor, and increases damage taken. Look how they took the time to line up all nice for me. I love the way this thing shoots. Ugh, look at it. Woo! Okay, next up is the Vort. Definitely one of the prettiest weapons in the lineup. It's another electricity-based weapon, so we already know what to expect there. To me, the Vort feels like a much better Apoc. Like, the Apoc is dad bod, and the Vort is like, dude, she told you not to worry about. Is that something people still say? I don't care, I'm leaving it in there. Look at it, look at it. We gotta be about the back half of this list now. We're at the Carson Ox, and it's a little bit more boring looking than the Vort, but it's still pretty. This is the only toxin-based weapon on our list, and it procs Intoxicate, turning enemy ships in the area against each other for 12 seconds. I had a hard time proccing this one too because it kept killing the enemy ships too fast. But the way it shoots, it's like a futuristic machine gun. I think it might be my favorite one. Next up, we have the Cryphon. Looks exactly like the Carson Ox. Cryphon, Carson Ox. Cryphon, Carson Ox. Okay, enough of that. The Cryphon is one of the only cold weapons in the bunch, proccing Immobilize. It does what it sounds like. No engines, no weapons, no nothing. And it is a thumper. Look at that. Ugh, looks like it hurts. Glazio's next up, and it is definitely top 3 on my list aesthetically. Aside from the Cryphon, it's the only other cold weapon on the list, but it also comes with 2 extra goodies, Impact and Puncture. The Glazio may have a slower fire rate, but look at the distance. It's like a long-range shotgun. Check this out. I'm gonna get it. I got it. We finally reached the last, and in my opinion, the prettiest, thick weapon on the list, the Talon. The Talon is another heat weapon, and I already told you about my searing technique, right? So we can move on past this one. It's also my favorite in terms of feel. I like everything about this weapon. And if you know me, you know. I like my guns BBW. You see, once you get it going, it just tears through cruise ships. And that is it in terms of RailJack weapons as of the Call of the Tempestarii update, which I've had a lot of fun playing. And if you've had a lot of fun watching, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. And now the landing strip is in sight, so if you hung around this long, thanks for flying Legionnaire. Hope you fly again sometime.